Hi everyone, welcome to week 22 of my second pregnancy. Today I am 22 weeks pregnant. I have an itchy nose. I'm 22 weeks pregnant today and, excuse me, still battling this cold. Just really itchy nose at the moment. And runny nose and sneezing. And a little bit of headaches and things. So that's fun. Not much I can do about it. You know, it's a virus thing, so you can't really do much more than what your doctor recommends and things, but and some common sense. But yeah, so 22 weeks pregnant now. Of course, last week I did a mash of week 20 and 21 and announced that we're having another little boy, and we are just so excited. Everybody in the family thought it was going to be a girl and wanted us to have a girl, but my husband and I were like, we want another boy. Like, we would really like another boy. And we got our wish, so we're really happy about that. And he is doing fantastic in there. He's extremely active, and seems to wake easily from his sleeping routine. He does get woken up. It's not him kicking me during the night or anything that wakes me up. It's if I wake up to go to the bathroom or something, he wakes up. So I seem to be waking him up. But moving a lot. Very, very busy little boy in there. I had my midwife appointment on Tuesday morning, and that went really well. There were a couple of things from the ultrasound, the report that she got given. My placenta is still very much in the front. It's not anywhere near the cervix, but it's still very much in the front, and probably won't budge from there. So yeah, that's that. As long as it stays away from the cervix and the opening, then that's fine. Also, my midwife told me that they couldn't get a good look at baby's palate, which is like this bit up in here. So just because of the way he was lying. So if I wanted to, I could go back and have another ultrasound, and they could have see if they could get a better look at the palate, just to check for cleft palate. At this point, my husband and I are not really worried about it. We do have one cleft palate person in our family, and that is my uncle on my mum's side, my mum's brother. No one else before him ever had it, and no one else after has had it. So none of his children had it, none of their children have had it. None of my cousins have had it, none of his siblings had it. So, and there's no sign of it anywhere in Justin's family either. So I'm really not concerned about getting it done, and my husband's not too worried about it either. If we change our mind, we can change our mind and get it done at a later date. It's not a problem. But those are the only things. Other than that, apparently, yeah, she said in the report said that everything's going well and everything. So that was all good. Appointment went really well. We discussed placenta encapsulation. AJ's just playing up the stairs. We discussed placenta encapsulation. I have discussed it briefly with her, like mentioned it, but I wanted to discuss it more with her at this appointment because I needed some information as to what the birth centre that we're using and things can provide or do in this situation, because I have to get it once I have baby. It has to be double bagged, which my midwife said they do that anyway, regardless of whether someone is keeping the placenta to do what they want with it or if it is going to be disposed of. But to get it to the woman to do the encapsulation of it, it needs to be double bagged and put in a container of ice, a small container of ice, and sent on overnight courier. There's only one person in New Zealand who does it, so she lives in the other island. She lives in the South Island. That's where she's based. So I have to get it shipped overnight down to her, which won't take long. But I needed to know from my midwife what I needed to bring for it. She said, you know, they provide the bags, of course. I can bring my own ice blocks, ice thingies to ice it, and just an ice cream container. So they will put my ice block thingies in the freezer at the birth centre to keep them cool and frozen until it's needed. So that's good. So we talked about that, we sorted all of that out, and she said she's really interested in actually using my experience with placenta encapsulation as a case study, just for like her practice and for her own knowledge and things, because she said, you know, the more she can learn from me and obviously her own research as well, she said she wants to be able to tell other women that that's an option. If they've experienced postpartum depression before or feel like they might, or just want to have some organic benefits, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I'm really, like, she's never had a client who's done it before. I mean, she's heard of it before plenty of times, but she said she's never actually had a client who's done it before, so she would like to sort of follow my progress and what sort of happens. So, I'm actually really excited about that because you know, in a way I'll be sort of kind of spreading the word through a case study. So yeah, I'm really excited to do that. I've got to formally book in with the lady for my placenta encapsulation so that she knows I'm going to be sending it to her and stuff. But I'm going to be doing that next week. So yeah. So that was pretty much all my appointment was about. Heard baby. It's definitely a bit, she said it's a bit harder to find them when the placenta is in front. But she said he's definitely in there and he's fine. She can hear him. One's continuing on as usual. It's heartburn. Just really tired as usual. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Feeling a lot of movement with baby. Yeah. AJ's just over there. He's going to be chatting to me. Sorry about that. A new thing I've noticed that's happened over the last couple of weeks, I've had like another hormonal breakout. And I think this is like the second or third one that I've had this pregnancy, where I just seem to break out. And then it sort of slowly goes away. This one is lasting a long time. There's lots of lumps and bumps. Yeah, so I'm just keeping an eye on my skin, trying to keep it moist. Yeah, stuck. The ball is stuck. Just trying to keep an eye on it, make sure it's, you know, not going to go weird or whatever. But that's all really it for symptoms. That's really nothing else is going on. I have gone through the two huge 60-litre bins of baby clothes / toddler clothes that were AJ's, and have picked out the sorry, he's playing the guitar. Have picked out clothes. I've got it down to one bin of clothes that are, it's basically birth to 6 months really. The issue was that the seasons are completely different. AJ was born smack bang in the middle of winter, so all of his clothes from birth to 6 months are winter clothes. Long sleeve clothes, long sleeve everything, lots of jackets and hats and coats and socks and pants and all that sort of stuff. Whereas this baby is going to be born in the middle of spring, and the first 6 months will be sort of spring and summer. So there's not a lot of clothes that sort of match up season wise and size wise. So I've pulled out what I can and what I think will do. A lot of it is sort of like newborn stuff that will hopefully last a couple of months, because you know, excuse me, babies need to have more layers on them because they can't retain their heat. So I've sort of picked out the stuff that's not quite as fluffy and thick as it was for AJ when he was born in winter. And I've got those there. So I've got quite a bit of stuff. I've only got sort of quite a small list of just a few extra things I want to get just in case. But yeah, if I didn't get around to buying anything else until after baby was born, we would do okay. But I would like to just get some things that are more season and size, suited to when this baby is coming this year. Also today we picked up a car seat, an infant car seat capsule with a base thing, for $50. It's a second-hand one, but it's really good condition and is still got quite a few years left on it actually. So we picked that up. So we've got a car seat, I've got a bin full of clothes. We are sort of in the middle of, well, I am in my head in the middle of sort of working out how we're going to put the boys in the same bedroom. Of course AJ will be on his own in there until the baby is anywhere between 6 months and a year old, depending on his sleep patterns and things like that. But yeah, still want to sort of have it ready to go so that, yeah, it's all sorted. So just sort of in the middle of that in my head, and just I've ordered some clothes for myself. I'm going to call them maternity clothes. They're not actually like from a maternity brand or from a maternity store or anything. They're just clothes that I found online on clearance, on, you know, some of my favourite stores and things, and you know, a size bigger or something. So hopefully I'll be getting those this week, and getting out to get a couple of extra other things, and then next week hopefully I can show you those. And then yeah, I'll do a little haul of what I've got so far for myself. But yeah, so that's really it for 22 weeks. Just battling a cold and exhaustion. Real quick, here is the 22-week belly. Hopefully you can see at the bottom there, I don't know. It's 22-week belly. So I'm squashed in the corner here. Here it is.